It's not often that I channel people who cross over, and I seen a TikToker who made earlier wanting psychic medium to pick up on Davion and Dominic in that Mackenzie situation, and then I just been seeing signs that I should just like channel and post about it and what I pick up on from both of them. Like I hear Davion saying, "I just wanted to go home." I hear Dominic. I also felt him feeling frustrated, and I heard him say losing her mind, freaking out because recently I heard the evidence that she was on shrooms. I'm hearing seeing them passing by, like people. This part wasn't on camera. Obviously, there wasn't any people walking, but like way before that, before there was that camera footage of right before the vehicle hit that wall. Um, there were people on the sidewalks who did see them speeding by, and they obviously could not yell for help. What can they do? They're walking. They're not in vehicles. They can't tell her to like stop. They can't yell out for help. You know. And I hear Dominic saying, "I'm scared," as in at that moment. The other day I was watching the video where the officers had broke the news to his mother and his brother, and I heard him just say like he was there, he was present when they were there, and he wished he could hold her because if you watch that video, like if you want to see on YouTube, she was obviously devastated. Any mother, any parent would be devastated at that situation, and her reaction, the anxiety, I felt it. Me myself, I wanted to hug her myself. You know, um, it's very heartbreaking. Mind you, I did ask for permission. I always ask spirits, anyone cross over permission. So yeah, I could sense Damon's frustration towards Mackenzie the most. Um, it's just that they wish that there was something they could have done, but they couldn't. It's just a situation where they knew what was going to happen, but there was still some kind of hope, still wishful thinking that there was a best outcome. But at the same time, it was like before the end that they had to accept what was going to happen. In my mind's eye, I see Dominique like he's in the dark, and but there's family surrounding him, but they're like kind of like you can't see them. And there's like a birthday cake, and it's all white. There's a white candle, just one white candle, and it's like just a subjective vision that psychic mediums usually get. We usually get visions that's like symbolic. So I hear him say he missed his birthday, as in he missed that. I knew exactly what he means. He missed that feeling of family around him, like they see him, he's alive, he's feeling that happiness, that joy. He missed that because what happened. I see him blowing out the candle, but the cake being all white and the candle just one like a pillar candle. Um, I wonder what it's symbolic of. So, okay, so the white candle just represents how it was like things was just pure before all that happened, before her, before she was in his life. And him blowing it out is just like symbolic of that ending because of, him losing his life because of her. And, everyone being in the darkness, despite the candle being lit and everyone standing close to him, but yet you only see his face and everyone else around still like in that shadow, kind of like a silhouette in a way, which is obviously sad, but I feel that they are going to get justice. Even like 10, 15 years from now, something is going to come up. Something else is going to come up that's going to hit her. And more information about this case is going to go on. This is one of those generational things where there's these big cases that people hear about for years that kind of go down in history type of stuff.